Looks like they're working on some type of exhibit that they're building in the middle. But yeah, this is the new mall in Beijing. Honestly, I can't walk around and show you guys the whole mall because I'm sure security will stop me, but I'll just give you a quick look into it. Like 4 or 5 levels up. It's huge, man. Y'all come check this mall out. Might be the new best mall in Colombia. Let's to be determined. So yeah. Yo, YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Kari here, back again with another video. You know what I mean? I'm here at Starbucks in this mall here in Medellin called Fabricato. Maybe you haven't heard of this mall. It's one of the newer malls in Medellin, but it's actually the second biggest in Medellin. Second to the only Viva and Bigado, where I used to live. Alright, so today I just wanted to come here with a straightforward message for y'all, man, and just put positive energy out there for my followers and everybody that's subscribed to my channel and everybody that supported me. I just want to say, man, don't let rejection get to you. I know a lot of my people out there that follow me deal with rejection just like I do. The reason I'm speaking on this is I just got past a real difficult situation that I was going through, in which rejection was starting to get to me. But you know, I had to realize a couple things. First off, only what I think matters. You know what I mean? So if someone else doesn't have the same opinion, or their opinion doesn't match up with how I feel about myself, then that's okay with me, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm the judge of me, you feel me? So it's important, guys, to just remember that your impression of yourself, how much you value yourself is really what's most important. All right, and hope you know people are gonna try to shed doubt on you. Make you feel like you're not worthy, make you feel like you can't do something. It's up to you and only you to keep in mind and keep reminding yourself what you're capable of, what your goals are, where you came from, you know, so you can keep in mind that the only opinion that matters is yours. You know, this is very, very true also when it comes to investing. The market might reject you. You feel me? I've been rejected by the market. I've had a strong conviction in something, and the market said, no, we don't think so. But I have to keep reminding myself my true opinion of why I trusted a stock or trusted an investment, and kind of, you know, maintain that belief, maintain the faith in that investment. Guys, it works the same with yourself. Whether you're going through a breakup, whether you get fired from your job, whether your mom kicks you out the house, whether you're fighting with your brother or your best friend, it doesn't matter. We come in this world as, you know, our own person, and throughout life we gotta remember that that one person is the only person we owe. And that's the person that we got to show out for. And that's the person that our decisions better line up to please, because you got to please yourself. Your decisions don't need to be lining up to please nobody else. I know a lot of guys out there who watch my channel that struggle with this, you know. So keeping yourself first. Don't worry about what other people might think of you, right? Another thing when it comes to rejection, people that reject you, they might not know the full story. You keep that in mind. Nobody knows what it's like to be you other than you. So while I've dealt with a lot of rejection here and there, a lot of times it doesn't get to me because I already know that the person rejecting me has no clue about what's really going on over here. You feel me? So that's super important. Even I'm guilty of it. Sometimes I'll hear an idea from somebody or whatever, and I might reject the idea because I just don't know enough. I don't know all the facts. I don't know the ins and outs. And sometimes those nuances, those little details are what makes the biggest difference, right? So, just keep that in mind. Another thing when it comes to rejection, guys, never let the past affect your future. I think one thing that we forget about is that anything that happened in the past, we use our past outcomes to kind of predict the future, which is good, but sometimes it doesn't line up exactly. Just because something happened in the past doesn't mean that it's going to happen again that same way. So I see this a lot with relationships. A lot of women are very pretentious with men, thinking that whatever happened with their last dude is going to happen with the next dude. Just an example, right? And a lot of people miss out on that golden opportunity, thinking about what happened in the past, being concerned about what happened in the last relationship or whatever. So, guys, I just want you guys to live great lives, get out there and make yourselves happy, make yourselves proud, and not feel like you have to answer to anyone other than yourself. Part of my journey of coming out to Colombia, these are one of the things I learned, how to deal with rejection really well, because out here, especially in the beginning, I was rejected by a lot of people. A lot of locals rejected me because I didn't speak the language. A lot of women rejected me because they could see I was a gringo, and that also was tied to how I couldn't really speak the language that well. I also dealt with rejection, not being able to get a bank account, not being able to rent an apartment. These were all technical rejections. Like, I was rejected not really based on someone's opinion of me or whatever, but there were a lot of times where I just didn't have the paperwork that I needed. I didn't have the information that I needed. I didn't have the knowledge, the help that I needed to get to that next step. But little by little, I'm telling you, little by little, I got there to the point now where I feel unstoppable when it comes to this Colombia shit. Like, having a long-term visa, having a bank account, now having not only a savings account, but a credit account, going through the process of buying my first property in the country. These are things that are just big milestones for me. So, but it all started with rejection. A lot of the reason I came back so hard to get a bank account, to invest and get an apartment, and the reason I came back on these things with so much vengeance is because I was rejected to begin with. And I really want you guys to start turning that rejection into a positive. Let that light a fire under your ass. You feel me? One book that I can recommend that will help with this is it's called Relentless. It's by Tim Grover, I believe. And so this is a guy who trained Michael Jordan, trained Kobe, trained Dwayne Wade. And so in this book, he talks a lot about how these guys, Kobe, Michael Jordan, and this is no secret, but they would find little pieces of rejection here and there to motivate them. There was a story, I can't remember the specifics, but I know it was something like this, where Jordan, he told himself that somebody on the other team had said something about him. The guy later, they asked the guy about it later on, and the guy was like, I never even said that. Jordan just made it up. Jordan just made it up for rejection, not for rejection, but for motivation, right? So sometimes people are handing us the motivation we need through rejection, but just like there's two sides to every coin, you can't have a coin with only one side. So you can look at it like this: there's a dark side, and then there's the bright side. If you're getting rejected by somebody, and you're only focusing on the dark side or the bad side, and you're neglecting the bright side, then it wouldn't surprise me that your outcomes are going to be negative. Now, when you decide that, okay, every situation that I'm faced with in life is gonna have a dark side and a light side. It's up to me to bring out the light side in my life, and kind of, mitigate the aspects of the dark side. Because sometimes, let's just say you owe money to somebody, or you owe money on your house or whatever or something. You have to pay that money. That's the dark side, unfortunately. But the bright side is now you're motivated to go out and find a new way of getting money, or you're gonna figure out how you could be more efficient. You're gonna be forced to find ways to live your life more efficiently, and that even when you catch up on your payments or whatever, you could keep that, and that's gonna help you going forward with your life. So it's just all about how you look at it, man. Like, I'll give you another example. When you're going through a breakup with a woman, whether you decide to break up or she decide to break up, let's just assume you're sad about it. There's a dark side and then there's a light side. There's two sides of that coin. And if you decide to only look at the dark side, it's gonna feel bad. You're gonna feel a lot of negative emotions, a lot of bad feelings, right? But when you look at the bright side, that like, hey, for whatever reason it didn't work out, but now I'm open for my next blessing, which could be another beautiful woman. And that's happened to me specifically. Like, I've been through tough breakups where I felt like, I don't know if I'll get this caliber of woman. And you just feel like that sometimes. It's never true. It's never true. You ever think that, I'll never get another girl like that, or you keep working on yourself and you got that girl, then you could get a better one. That's always how I look at it. I can't think of too many situations where it's like you can never do better. That just doesn't really exist. I know people like to put that in their head or say, hey, I'm running out of time and this and that, but don't pay attention to that, man. Now, I'm not saying that when you find a good girl that go try to get another level up, right? Don't try to keep leveling up. But like, if it just doesn't work out for whatever reason, trust in God, trust in yourself, and keep it moving, and just work on making yourself better, man. So those are my words today of wisdom on how to deal with rejection, and I hope I'm able to help somebody out. I appreciate y'all tuning into the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at kari.hq, you feel me? And if you want to donate, reach out to me on Instagram. I'll send you my PayPal. And if you want a consultation, if there's anything you want to talk in more depth about, whether it's relationships, love, moving to Colombia, investing in a foreign country, how to get a visa in Colombia, a long-term visa, where to live in Colombia, how to get set up out here, those types of things, reach out to me on Instagram. We'll set up a consultation, and we can go from there. So once again, I appreciate y'all tuning into the channel. It's your boy Kari HQ, and like my shit right now, and I'm gonna holler at y'all.